Join me as I dive deep into the wild world of JavaScript and see if I can unravel the madness behind its craziest conditional statements. Conditional statements are the backbone of programming, and JavaScript is no exception. We use them to make decisions, execute different blocks of code based on certain conditions, and ultimately bring our programs to life. As developers, we're no strangers to conditional statements. We use them every day to write efficient, readable code. But let's be honest, sometimes these statements can get out of hand. They can become convoluted, nested, and just plain hard to read. Readability and complexity are two major challenges we face when working with conditionals. One of the main issues with complex conditionals is that they can make our code harder to maintain. When we're working on a project with multiple team members, we need to ensure that our code is easy to understand. Complex conditionals can lead to bugs and make it harder for others to grasp our logic. To make matters worse, complex conditionals can also impact performance. When our code has to evaluate multiple conditions, it can slow down our program. JavaScript offers several types of conditional statements, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. We have the classic if-else statement, which is great for simple decisions. Then there's the switch statement, which is perfect for handling multiple cases. And let's not forget the ternary operator, which is a concise way to make simple decisions. The if-else statement is probably the most commonly used conditional in JavaScript. It's straightforward and easy to understand. The switch statement, on the other hand, is ideal for situations where we need to handle multiple cases. The ternary operator is another popular choice, especially when we need to make simple decisions. It's a shorthand way to write if-else statements, and it can make our code more readable. But what's interesting about JavaScript is how it evaluates conditions. Did you know that JavaScript uses a concept called truthy and falsy values? This means that any value can be treated as a Boolean, which can sometimes lead to unexpected results. For example, when using the if statement, JavaScript will evaluate the condition and treat it as true or false. But what happens when we use a value like 0 or an empty string? In JavaScript, these values are considered falsy, which means they'll be treated as false. On the other hand, values like 1 or a non-empty string are considered truthy, and they'll be treated as true. So, how can we harness the power of conditionals in JavaScript? By understanding how they work and using them judiciously, we can simplify our code, make it more readable, and avoid common pitfalls. In conclusion, understanding conditional statements is crucial for effective JavaScript coding. If you have any thoughts on conditional statements or your favorite tips and tricks, leave them in the comments below.